What's up, guys? We are back. Fitness Profit Multiplier, Anthony and Jimmy. Today, we're going to be discussing the top 3 best automations you need in your gym. Automations and technology is great for helping you to have one thing: more time. Technology and AI and all this other stuff that's coming out never needs vacation. You don't have to worry about technology like having a bad day. The beautiful part about technology is it does its job no matter what. And we're going to be talking about the top 3 things that you need in your business now. If you don't have this in your business, pause this and go get them now, immediately. But Jimmy, you want me to roll with number 1 or you want to roll with number 1?
I can roll with it. We can talk about those different softwares that can be used for this, but
Wait, no, then you're already thinking ahead. So number 1, the first thing, and this one's going to sound very, very simple: auto billing. I can't even begin to tell you. I can't even begin to tell you how many gym owners we've spoke to who don't have a billing software. Guys, it's 2023. Invest in a good billing software. Zen Planner is good. MindBody is very expensive, but it's also pretty good. And if you just don't want to use any of that, use Stripe. They're free to start. You have to pay monthly, but Stripe is actually free, I think, the whole way. You just pay the higher fees. But it will help you. You need to get that money from the clients. You shouldn't be, oh, I think Mary has to pay today. Oh, I have to charge Mrs. Jones. Don't go get a credit card reader from your bank. Autopay. Those are the 3 best. So Zen Planner, Stripe, and then I would go with MindBody. But you need to have something that pays autopay immediately.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I can't tell you how much of a nightmare it is when you first start running your business and you are taking checks and you have one of those Square readers and you are taking cash and it's just an absolute cluster. So having the ability to auto bill for your services makes things that much simpler because it takes it out of your mind and off of your plate. You don't have to think about it anymore. You set everybody up on auto bill, they automatically get their billing. I would not set people up manually if you can avoid it. So you want to just auto bill people every month for their subscription of their training service and get it off your plate, get it rolling. That's definitely the first thing we want to talk about.
All right, number 2. Now you can go ahead.
Okay. Number 2 is you want to communicate with your clients or your prospects as quickly as possible, right? Speed to lead is the most important factor when converting prospects into paying members. And the easiest way to do that is through a text message automation service, right? Now, there are plenty of text message automation services out there that you can look at, but you want one that has 2-way text. So you can text these members back because people want to continue to communicate in which the avenue that they originally started communicating with you in was. So they start communicating with you through email. They want to continue to communicate with you through email. They start communicating with you through text or on a DM or on a phone. Continue communicating with somebody on that medium until you can get them on the phone and then into the meeting, right? So we want to have a 2-way text software that is going to allow you to automate your follow-up sequence when somebody fills out a form on your website, fills out a Facebook form, all this kind of stuff. You want to text them almost immediately, confirming that they have filled out a form and the trainer will be calling them soon or asking them about their struggles, their goals, all that kind of stuff through text, because most people open their text messages right away. So make sure you have a text automation service that is 2-way.
Yeah, 100%. I think the text automation is the thing that really, really saves leads and getting people in right away, because like Jimmy said, that speed to lead is very important. The next thing is going to be an email automation of some sort. You need something to classify where leads are. You need something for inquiry leads. I have 3 buckets that I follow. Inquiry leads, so leads who have inquired or are currently inquiring and never make it past that point. I have active clients, and then I have old clients. So I treat my 3 buckets very differently because I'm going to send different things to different people. I'm going to send an inquiry email for an offer. Active clients, I'm maybe going to send them a training I did on fat loss. And old clients, I'm going to send them a reactivation campaign. You never want to have just one huge list. That is a big no-no and a huge mistake, because now if you have a whole big list and you send a new jumpstart offer to that list, well, your client who's paying you $400 a month is going to see a jumpstart offer for whatever and is going to get pissed that they're not getting that. So you got to keep them separate. So 3 buckets. So I like MailChimp. I use MailChimp. There's a bunch of different ones out there, but yeah, MailChimp is probably my other one. But that kind of all goes together. There's so many systems out there now that encompass all these things together. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of piggyback off what you said. And the third one in all this, the best automation that you can get for your gym, is good old Zapier. Zapier is actually pretty cool. It connects a lot of things together. The cool part about Zapier is you can get it to do a lot of different things. If a lead comes in, you could connect a Facebook lead or even off your website and have it send you a text message directly to your phone instantly as soon as that lead comes in. And now you could manually text the person, or you can manually call them. You can have Zapier set up a light in your gym. I've actually done this before. It's pretty cool, but it was definitely overkill. But every time a lead came in, a light bulb went on. One of those Philips Hue lights, the light went on, and I knew that there was a lead that came in. So it's just kind of like, there's a lot of cool things you can do with Zapier. You can connect it to Excel spreadsheets. You could connect it to, there's a ton of things you can connect it to, but it just makes everything a lot easier. It does take a little time to learn how to set all these things up, but these things will save you so much time in the long haul.
100%, right? So to sum it up, what we want to have in your fitness business, the automations we want to have, automated billing. Okay, that's number one. If you don't have that, get that right away. We're quite partial to Zen Planner for automated billing, but there's a lot of other things out there that can work for it. Okay, you want to have automated email and text message services. Okay, there are some that are all in one. There's some that are separate. Whatever you want to do, it works either way. Duct taping them together is a little bit hard sometimes, but if you have multiple services, but that's where the last one comes in. That's where Zapier comes in, because Zapier can duct tape together any software service to each other, get them to communicate with each other so that you know what's going on either side. You know when somebody's texting, you know when somebody's emailing, you can link those things together, and you can link them to a spreadsheet so that you can track every single thing that's going on in your fitness business with your follow-ups and your billing software. So give those things a try. If you don't have these softwares, go look them up. Go look up some softwares that may be some competitors, some things that might work for you well. But you know, Zapier, I think, is the only one that I really know of in that category. But
there was another one that I used to have. It was pretty good, but it was pretty limited. But they closed down, so that's no longer there. But like, even the cool thing with all these automations, one of the major things I like about it is because we have different systems in our business, and sometimes those systems rely on people, and people forget. So like, for example, somebody signs up. Somebody has to physically go in and move the person from inquiry email to active client email. And if they forget, now the client never moved over. So this is where automation comes in, because the computer never forgets. So that's why it's so important to set this up. So if you guys want help with any of this, just make sure you click those links below. I would recommend joining our Facebook group with other like-minded gym owners in there. You won't miss out. There's a lot of gym talk going on in there, so join that group today. And until next time, Anthony and Jimmy, Fitness Profit Multiplier, we are out.